Hi Virgo, welcome to your June 2020 Astrology 33 bonus love reading. Thank you to those of you who've liked, viewed, shared, subscribed, and donated to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you interested in booking a personal reading with me, just check out the description of the video for more details there. As far as what's in front of us, this is what I call the bridge and a gap spread. And the way it works is the cards on the left side represent your energy toward the connection with your main love interest. Cards on the right side represent their energy toward the connection. These are the past energies, present energies, future energies. Once we get through all those, we'll actually pull some oracle cards for some additional insight. That's where bridging the gap dynamic comes into play. As far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Tarot of Sexual Magic. Also keep in mind I'll be referring to the cards on the left as your energy, the cards on the right as their energy, but if you feel like those energies should be reversed, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that said, past energy on your side, we have balance. So this is actually the equivalent of the Temperance card, and that's Sagittarius energy, which for you guys is fourth house. So this could just be saying that you might have felt very much at home with this person, and it could even say that you guys might have been opposites in a way, but you guys might have actually balanced each other out well. So that's what I'm seeing there. Definitely some optimistic energy toward the connection as well. The past energy on their side, we have the Three of Swords in reverse. So this could just be saying that they might have been recovering from some kind of a heartbreak in the past, and maybe in that regard they might not have been as ready as you were in the past for the connection. But I do see it, at the very least it looks like you might have had an impact on them healing somewhat anyway, given that this isn't a reverse, and we do see, like I said, that optimistic, playful energy that you guys will probably bring into the connection in the past. Present position on your side, we have transformation. So this is the equivalent of the Death card in the Major Arcana. And what this is saying here to me, really, especially given that we see Pluto and Persephone on the actual card itself, this could just be saying that this might be an on again, off again type of connection for some of you. But primarily what this could be saying too is that, you might be growing perhaps a bit impatient with this person. For example, maybe if you feel like they're still not fully healed and ready to enter into something more serious with you, you could be reconsidering if it's worthwhile for you to actually wait around for this person to come around. But keep in mind, the important thing here is that for you guys, Scorpio energy represents your third house of communication. So this could just be pointing to a need for you guys to actually communicate about this as well. And, obviously it could be a bit of a tough conversation to have, but if that's what you're feeling, it might be the best way to go. Present energy on their side is the Lovers, the Four of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. So interesting energies here. This is Gemini, the Major Arcana card for Gemini. This is actually Capricorn energy, and this is Aries energy. So what I'm seeing here, this could just be saying that for some of you, it could be that you reach out to them. And the reason why I say that is if we look at the artwork, we see that Cupid type figure in the clouds, which is a little bit different from the traditional Lovers card. So maybe you guys might actually have that talk with this person. For others of you, maybe to just start getting some signs and synchronicities that actually you guys do need to have a conversation. Maybe this is saying also that they're not really in a state of commitment right now too, because we do see the two people there. But with the Four of Pentacles here, especially with the artwork in this deck in particular, I feel like this is saying that they slowly will start to open up a little bit more and possibly take a chance, if that's what you're actually hoping for with this person. Because if we look at the artwork there, what always sticks out to me is, it looks like he's kind of reluctant, a bit shy around actually touching her. And then with the Three of Wands, it could just be saying that, they might actually open up a little bit, and then they might still, though, kind of withdraw a little bit and wait for you to do a little bit more of the work. So I'm not sure what's at play there as far as maybe if they feel like they were the ones doing more in the past or what, but that's what I'm kind of picking up on there. I mean, overall, this is a positive energy, though. So at least there's that. It could show that they are seeing the hope in a connection, but still might be moving a bit slow. Future energy on your side, we have contemplation. So this is actually the Major Arcana card for your sign. It's the equivalent of the Hermit card. And what this could just be saying is maybe you guys, again, maybe it could be as simple as you guys have a conversation. Maybe you guys go your own separate ways for a bit after the conversation and then, go to your separate corners essentially and think over what to do next. Um, that's the case. Keep in mind, I should tell you guys that there is going to be that eclipse in Sagittarius right around the 5th of June. And that's going to be pretty intense for your chart as far as, you're going to have Mars in your opposite sign. Obviously, the moon will be in your fourth house, Sun, Venus in your 10th house. There's going to be a lot of energy around that full moon. So, square aspects and oppositions, they tend to actually not be the most comfortable energy, but they do actually cause movement. It's just usually not in the most comfortable way. So it could be as simple as that. Maybe you guys have a bit of a conversation around that full moon eclipse. Maybe it's not the most comfortable, but maybe you guys might take some time apart after that and really consider what you want to do next. Here it does look like, you know, especially given that his back is turned, it could just be saying that you're really considering, okay, do I want to continue to move forward? But I do feel like this person will still be on your mind quite a bit in any event. And future energy on their side is the Two of Chalices. So this is actually the equivalent of the Two of Cups, and this could just be pointing to the fact that, yeah, they might finally warm up to the idea of moving forward with you. As far as the timeline, this representing the first 10 degrees of Cancer, it might be towards the end of June, so it might require just a little bit more patience on your part. But that's what I'm seeing there. It definitely looks like they're finally going to, whatever conversation you guys have in the present position seems to get the ball rolling for them. And, I feel like I don't necessarily see a lot of tension here. It just feels like you guys just weren't really on the same page. On the bottom of the deck on your side, we have Three of Staves. So, they have the Three of Wands in the present on their side. You also have the Three of Staves too. But I feel like this is more going to be one of those things where it looks like for most of you, you will actually take some kind of action first and then maybe get into the state where you say, okay, well, I said my piece. Now it's up to this person. And that could be what that contemplation energy is pointing to, where you're like, all right, I said what I needed to say. If anything's going to happen at this point, it's up to that person. So that's what I'm picking up on primarily there. And bottom of the deck on their side is the Ten of Wands. So this is actually a Sagittarius energy here as well. But obviously, this artwork's a little bit different than the traditional Ten of Wands that we're used to seeing. So this could just be saying that, maybe they're getting there. Whatever healing process they might have been going through, it feels like they could be coming to the end of that and actually being ready to move forward. So that's a positive. But we'll see what the Oracle cards add to the mix. So first, I'm going to see if we get anything from the Mystic Moon Oracle deck here. And I did pre-shuffle this deck before we started recording. What I'm going to be looking for here is just some jumpers. And first I'll be looking for unspoken messages from you to them, and then from them to you. And if I shuffle for a while and nothing comes up, I'll just take that as a sign to move on to the next Oracle deck, since it's just a general reading. But we'll see if we get anything. Like I said, first we'll be looking for unspoken messages from you to them. Okay, almost had one there. Okay, nothing coming up yet, but I'll give a few more shuffles before we move on. Okay, so next I'll see if we get any unspoken messages from them to you. Okay, nothing coming up here either, but I'll give a few more shuffles like we did for yours. Oh, actually, we got some there. Hold on, I gotta pick them up. Okay, quite a bit came up for this person, but let's go through them. We'll see. Maybe some will resonate for some of you and some won't. It says here, I know I screwed things up and honestly have no idea how to fix it. I'm reminded of you constantly. I can't handle your words right now. Interesting. And you've been in my dreams. All right. So there's two pretty positive ones there, right? So if I'm reminded of you constantly and you've been in my dreams, I mean, that would explain why we see the Two of Cups there in a future position. As far as these other two, I can't handle your words right now. So, I mean, I'm not necessarily feeling like, I do feel like there is going to be a talk there. And like I said, I had that feeling that you guys might kind of go off into your opposite corners after that and really take some time to reflect. So, you know, I could definitely see this pointing to, like I was saying, that full moon eclipse energy in particular, because that's going to be pulling your energy every which way around that time. So it could be around that time, maybe you guys have a bit of harsh communication. And, with the transformation energy, right, that can be a bit harsh communication. And then it says, this one's interesting to me. I know I screwed things up and honestly I have no idea how to fix it. The only thing I could think of there is if it's not regarding that communication, then for those of you where, like I said, it might just be one of those things where this person was going through a healing process and you might have just felt like they were just taking too long to come out of it, and that might have caused you to, speak out on that to begin with. That's really the main thing that I see there. I don't necessarily see that anything quote unquote wrong was done directly with the connection, but hopefully all that resonated with you guys quite a bit. All right. And next we'll see if we get anything from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. And here we're just looking for one card, then we'll wrap up. Same situation, I did pre-shuffle this deck. Okay, nothing coming up yet, but worst case with this deck, I will pull a random card if we need to. So I'll give it a few more shuffles, see if we get anything. Alright, so yeah, let me just put the deck down for a second. And like I said, we'll just pull a random card, so give me a second to think about it. Okay, we'll go here, if I can pick it up. Okay, it says time for a nap. There's the artwork, and the number is 24. So yeah, it could just be, again, what I was pointing to, or like I said, it looks like you guys might have a conversation. It might be a bit harsh, but like I said, I feel like there's that energy where you guys might go into your separate corners for a bit, but it looks like things do eventually move in a forward way. Okay, it says rest, rejuvenation, and renewal, temporary non-action, allowing dreams to arise. The Oracle's message: this is a time to step away and rest. Let the cares of your world go. Go into a state of non-action and allow yourself to be free of the shackles of your goals, your list, your desires. Nothing is as important as rest, detachment, and neutrality. The overly busy mind can block you from inner wisdom if you don't step back, take a seat, and rest. Be willing to let dreams surface and ideas flow through you. Absent any force or conscious direction, as you observe without engagement now. Okay, the relationship message says, when it comes to matters of the heart, don't make any plans right now. If you're not partnered, it's good to take this time out to get to know yourself. If you're involved with someone, relax and just be with your partner. This is going to be an uneventful moment in time. Don't force anything now. Allow things to flow naturally, and a beautiful renewal will take place all by itself. Patience is the key to your heart's desire right now. Withdraw from action in your relationship and give it a rest so that your love and connection can become rejuvenated. So, definitely a pretty positive message there. And as far as the don't force anything, for some of you, that could just be saying that, maybe this is even saying that the natural progression can take place, where, like I said, we do see the two of chalices in their future energy. So maybe it's saying that one way it could play out is for you guys to just try to be a bit patient, withdraw and focus on yourselves for a while, and then things might improve. If you guys end up having that conversation anyway, though, I feel like the message is more saying there, okay, if you say your piece, just try to take some time, let them absorb it all, and, with a little bit more time passing, like I said, I feel like sometime during Cancer season, possibly as early as towards the end of June, you guys might see that forward movement. All right, so hopefully that resonated with you guys. We'll wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.